Yes, you read that correctly. My son went from struggling in special ed to running his own six-figure business that also happens to employ individuals with disabilities, but we didn't get there by luck. Stick around and let me tell you how and why. So, for one, I am keen on making sure that we pay attention as parents to what our kids need in certain seasons. So, in certain seasons, we've done public school, charter school, homeschool, and private school. So fast forward after COVID, Cam goes from homeschooling to public school for middle school. Once we start doing transition planning for high school, I'm conflicted by the resources, the opportunities, and the type of education that he's going to get for high school. Now, at this point, we already have Cam's Coffee, but we're not running it to the same magnitude that we're running it now because our life circumstances were just different. But he was already earning an income doing Cam's Coffee part-time while he was in middle school. Ultimately, we decided that what was best for him was to have a real world learning experience as far as his education was concerned, and to have a practical education that he could apply immediately to his life and long term. Around the same time, we opened a new location for Cam's Coffee. So it was the perfect opportunity for him to work 2 to 3 days a week full time. He has a job description, he gets a paycheck, he manages his staff, he does training, but all of those things are tied back to educational requirements in my state. So we are following what would be considered a traditional course of study. I have that outline that's provided by my state, and then we pick and choose courses, programs, things of that nature to fulfill that state requirement. So at the end of high school, he has a full transcript that would allow him to graduate. The beauty of how we homeschool is that he gets the best of both worlds. He gets real world application. He's running a business that he owns. He gets a paycheck. He also gets a profit share from his business. He gets to support individuals in our community who also have disabilities. So I feel like the impact that we have homeschooling and through entrepreneurship supersedes what would have been available to him in my local school system and at local private schools or charter schools in my area. Now, I know our story, our process is not the norm, but I do feel like parents could have the same level of success homeschooling, even if you don't own a business like we do. There are so many benefits to being able to tailor an education specifically to your child's needs and goals that outweigh some of the cons, because there's pros and cons to both homeschooling, charter school, private school, whatever, because we've done them all. And we have a kid that's currently in public school as we speak. He went to private school K through 8, and he went to public school starting in ninth grade. And that kid is neurodivergent. He has a 504. He is an honor roll student. He runs track, and he's headed to college in the fall. So if you want to learn more about how we homeschool, other options around homeschooling, including microschooling, which is the new thing that I personally am supporting, is microschooling in my area. Join me next Monday, April 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live Zoom. There will be a microschool expert. Miss Daybreak will be on the call as well to help answer your questions. The event is completely free, but registration is required. The link is in my bio. Sign up, join us, and let's have a good discussion just like we did the other week around the changes in special education. Okay?